You are recording.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Hold on one second. I'm putting notes up here. Let's get started. All right. Okay, can you guys hear me okay? Everyone hear me? Yes? Cool. All right. Hi, guys. So I don't know if a lot of you guys know me, but my name is Christina. I'm a 12K VIP on our team. And I actually started with Lavelle back in March of 2018, and I was with the company for probably almost a year. I think I walked away December of 2018 just because, blinded by different comp plans, looking for different, things to try out because I found the success here. And I fell so in love with this company the first time that I thought, oh my God, if I can do it here, why can't I do it anywhere? So I ventured off and quickly found that just because one company is amazing does not mean that the rest of them are. So I came back, and I've been back now for a little bit over 2 months now. And my boyfriend just went 12K on his account. So I'm super excited to be back, but I was really excited when Britt and Linz asked Gia and I to do this training tonight because I felt like over these last, almost 60 days that I've been back in, or a little bit over, that my team has just been, blowing it up. And, I know that the struggle time that I went through when I left this company, I really felt like I needed that time to come back. You guys are on mute when you're jumping on. I just felt like I needed that time away from this company to truly see what this can do for your life. And when I was with the company the first time, I hit 12K 1 month in, and I kind of plateaued there. I didn't rank up. I was hitting around, the same, probably around 15,000 in volume every single month. And that is kind of what led me to get discouraged in what I had my hands on, even though I knew it was the best at the time. So I kind of ventured off, and that time that I wasn't with the company was about 9 months. And let me tell you, when I walked away, my finances plummeted. Like, I went from making almost, $3,000 a month with this company to literally not even making $1,500 with an MLM in 9 months. So I came back, and I'm so grateful for that time that I had away, because I truly feel that that helped me become who I am today and the leader that I am today for my team. So I wanted to share some of the tips that I've been talking about with my team, trying to get them on board as we duplicate that leadership, which is obviously the goal here. So Gia and I decided to title this training, Do You or Do Not? And the reason we say that is because I feel like it is so easy for someone to come into this industry brand new, and they see leaders, or maybe they see you as your upline, and they see the success that you have had. Whether that's huge success or not, when you jump into this business, you bring one person on with you. I know all the leaders say this as well. When you bring one person into this business with you, you are now a leader. So it is so important, especially because we don't cold message, and, we don't spam people. We have an amazing vehicle on our hands to know that you can be you when you come into this business and be successful. You do not have to have, some crazy success story, or, thousands and thousands of dollars of weekly paychecks right off the bat to run this business and to be able to get to that point eventually. I know that a lot of my girls come in, and, the first couple days of their VIP period, they're super excited and they're running for it, and everyone's all hyped up. And then as soon as they don't hit that first VIP, or, both VIPs, you get super discouraged, and you feel like, oh my God, I can't do this because I don't have success. And I want to nip that in the bud right now. I don't know if anybody on this call is feeling that way. I don't know if, that's an excuse you guys have let get in the way. But I want to remind you that you can be you and have success. You do not need to be, another Linz, another M, another Gia, another myself in order to be successful. It is so, so important to own who you are, your vulnerability, your struggles, what you go through day to day, and share that with your audience. You doing that is going to allow them to realize they don't need to be somebody perfect to come into this business and make it work for them. One of the number one things that I feel like I get when I talk to potentials is, right off the bat, they're saying, oh, well, I don't have as cool as a life as you. Or, oh, I'm not on social media as much. Or I don't have a big following. And the thing is, that's okay. because who you are is what's going to attract those people into your business, and those who are like-minded with you, who are going to want to do this with you, and those are going to be your runners. So I want to remind you guys that own your story, own who you are your superpower. And so because of that, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of my story. I already gave you some background, but like I said, I really do believe walking away from this company the first time was the reason that I was able to come back, and my team and I have done almost 40,000 in sales in less than 2 months or 3 months, whatever the time is. I don't even know. I joined August 13th again. So, with that being said, I joined, back in March of 2018. I was with the company for almost a year. I earned that $12,000 bonus that I earned for my boyfriend the other day, literally before. Like, I earned that, and that saved my life. Like, I was able to get a townhome at school. I didn't have to take out loans. It was amazing. It was the first time in this industry that I had ever seen success. And I owe that all to the fact that, one, I jumped in when I was scared. I listened to our leaders, and I listened to the information they gave us, and I ran with it. And, like I said, I did feel like I plateaued, but when I left the company, guys, like, let me get real with you for a second. I remember getting the message in my inbox from compliance saying that I needed to either take off the other company off my social media, or, basically I was going to get suspended. I allowed myself to be clouded by, other opportunities and things that other people were saying in social media, and I wasn't being focused on what I had my hands on, so I walked away. And let me tell you, in that first couple of weeks after I walked away, that company that I joined sold out of every single product we have. Christmas was coming. I had less than $1,000 in my bank account, and I still had to pay rent every single month. But I wanted this to work for me. I wanted network marketing to work with me, whether it was with this company or not. And I allowed myself to walk away and suffer. When I tell you, for the last 9 months, my life was a living hell before I jumped back into this company. I am not kidding. I had to take out a life insurance policy because my parents thought that they were going to lose their house because of my student loans. People think that social media is like, oh, great, you have a lot of followers, and, you're going to be awesome and everything. And what the fact of the matter is, people can't relate to having thousands of dollars of purses and great cars all the time and everything right off the bat. They want that, but they don't see the struggle that we went through to get to this point. And so that, I want to remind you that if you're struggling right now, or you feel discouraged, or like this isn't for you, or you have to be someone that you're not for this to work for you, you need to cut that the hell out right now. Sorry for cursing, but like, that drive that I had, this whole time that I didn't have money from MLM, I walked away from this company. I was thinking in my head, oh my God, I'm moving to California next year. I need to have money saved. I've been with my boyfriend for 7 years since this weekend, and we've never broken up or anything. And he was about to move across the country to start a new job, and I was not staying in Philly. I don't care what it took. I was going to do anything that I had to do. So from that point on, I put my head down and I grinded, regardless of what was going on in that other business that I joined. I didn't care. I put my head down and I kept going. And guess what? It did nothing for me. It did nothing. I cold messaged. I did everything that they told me to do. Nothing was working for me. Till eventually it got to the point where August rolled around, guys, and I said, I'm moving in 3 weeks and I have negative $86 in my bank account. I was exactly at the place I was before I jumped into this business in March of 2018. And I said, you know what? I'm going to suck my pride down right now, and I'm going to text my leader. And in that minute, I made an impulsive decision because I got a paycheck for 3 weeks of work from that company that was not even $100. I was moving across the country in 3 weeks. My parents and I had been arguing for months and months and months. My parents almost had gotten a divorce because of me. Like, let that sink in real quick. And on top of this, I'm showing up on social media as if I'm faking it till I make it and cold messaging all these people and trying to show up and be this person on social media when my life was falling apart in the background. But guess what? I was still pulling enrollments. I was still top 10 in that company, in the entire company, because of the fact that, I wanted it, but it wasn't going anywhere. So I said, you know what? I need to go home. I need to text Lindsay. I need to know what I need to do to get back where I need to be, because this company is the vehicle for success. If you want to be a leader in this industry, if you want money in your bank account, if you want products and be able to serve somebody with what we have our hands on, this is where you want to be. And I knew it because I had experienced it firsthand the first time around. But I let discouragement and judgments and stupid shit get in my head, and I walked away. But guess what? I knew in the end that this is where I needed to be. So I sucked that pride down and I jumped back in. And just because I had to start over from the bottom, guys, my team last time I was here did over 150,000 in less than 6 months. I had no experience, no success in this industry. I had come from It Works Global, and I was basically taught that you cold message out the crap until you can't anymore. I had no experience. What we have on our team page and the leadership that Linz and M and everybody on this team gives to us, use that, but use it while being yourself. Own your struggle. Guess what? I jumped back into this company. I had to start completely over from the ground up. And in 1 month, I was able to hit that 12K again. I was able to secure my auto bonus to make sure that Connor and I can get a car because we don't have one right now. We just moved to LA. Guys, I'm stuck in my house working all the time because I don't know how to function without a car. Like, I just don't. So, what I'm saying here is that I knew, okay, 3 weeks from this point, I need to go jump in here and make some money or else I'm screwed. I need this for myself. Whether it was about the paycheck or not, I knew for my well-being, I needed to be in a company where I felt supported, where I felt I could grow, where I knew the products were going to make me feel amazing every single day. Own that shit. I jumped back into this company. I spent the last, $100 that I had to get in. I was already in the negative one account, guys. Credit cards are a great thing when you're in that situation. And I jumped in and I earned my VIPs 3 days later. And now both of us are earning paychecks every single week. We're both 12K and my account is more than halfway to 40K already. Guys, just because I was struggling, I didn't use that as an excuse. I stood up and said, this is exactly the reason I'm meant to be here, and there's a reason that God is pulling me back to this company. I own that struggle. I knew that if I got on live and shared exactly what I was going through, even though I was shitting my pants to get on live and tell people, oh, hey, I'm going back to the company that I left. I knew people were going to talk. I knew people were going to call me a company hopper. I knew people were going to do this, that, and the other, whatever. I didn't care because guess what? My livelihood depended on that at that point. And I don't know how many of you are in that much of a similar situation that I was in, but when you're at the point where you feel like a negative walking dollar sign everywhere you go and feel like you are not worthy, anything to pull you out of that hole, you're going to grab onto. But I knew that I needed something that was seriously going to change it for me. And this changed it for me the first time around, guys. And if you are struggling right now and you feel like you can't be yourself, own that struggle. Get on live. Tell people how scared you are. Tell people that this isn't something you normally do, but you're doing it because you know what this company can do for you. And you know that if you step out of your comfort zone and show other people that you're not perfect and this is working for you because you want it to, it's going to explode your business. Then once you start earning things and you share that and you share that you're not perfect and that, you've gone through some really hard crap and really bad times to get here, that shows perseverance. That shows that you work hard for what you want. That shows that this company, regardless of how long it's going to take you, that you're willing to work for it, and that's going to build character. So I wanted to share with you a little bit of that story of mine because, here I am in LA. The only reason I even had money when I moved here for the first week was, well, 1, VIPs, and 2, because I sold the car. But, little old me likes to shop. So then I spent $500 when I got here and I was like, oh crap, need to turn it on again. Like, we need to do this. So I jumped back into it and I didn't let off the gas, guys. And if you guys feel like you can't do it or, you don't have the resources, I'm calling bullshit right now. There's no reason you guys need to copy and paste anybody's captions. There's no reason that you have to be anybody but yourself. Share your story, share your vulnerability, share what you're going through, get on live. Don't care what people say about you. They don't pay your bills. If you want this to work for you, it starts with you, and it starts with you being yourself and owning that shit. So I'm going to pass it off to Gia now so she can talk about all the great things that she has planned. And then I'm actually going to hop off real quick because I have an emergency going on right at this moment, of course, my life. Yeah, Gia, you can take it over and I will catch this on the replay. I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I'm really chill, I promise. Okay, bye guys.
Hi guys. Christina, I know that you have to hop off, but thank you so much for sharing that. That's absolutely amazing. And I think that's a really big and important key factor in this business is to share us or share you, right? So that's kind of our whole theme for tonight. I hope you guys can hear me. But so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Gia. I'm one of the 12K leaders on the team. I've been in the network marketing field for about a little over 4 years now. I was with a previous company for a few years prior to joining Lavelle. I was with them for 3 years. And actually on my 3rd year anniversary, I joined Lavelle. And I was really hesitant. I was nervous, but I also knew that I needed something more. The past company that I was with just wasn't serving me for many different reasons. And I knew that my why and my reasons and all of my goals meant so much more to me than I was allowing them to be given in my last company. So I decided to take hold of what I needed to do to make my dreams a reality and make my why my reality. That I said, you know what? Screw it. I don't care what people are going to say. I don't care how people might judge me or might look at me or might question me, because I was with another company for over 3 years, or 3 years at that point. And so I kind of pushed opinions aside and I said, let's go for it. And I've been with Lavelle for 16 months at this point and absolutely loving it. But what I really wanted to come on here and share with you was I hit 4K. And then shortly after I hit 4K, I had some health issues going on, which I allowed my health and anxiety came about, and I never really experienced anxiety. So I let that really take over me. I allowed that to change my mindset. I allowed it to shift my mindset, and I really let it change the person I was becoming, and I wasn't having it. I didn't like it. And after many talks with Brittany, I still can't put my finger on it, but something just clicked. I don't know if you've ever had like that aha moment, and you can't really think like what made you do it or what made you have that aha moment. But for me, it was just kind of like, girlfriend, what are you doing? Like, why are you allowing yourself to kind of just coast through this business when you came to this business for a specific reason? You wanted something so desperately for your life to be changed. My why is my biggest reason. It's my family. It's my future family. My husband and I are hoping to start a family in the next couple months. And I knew that I wanted something better. So I was coasting through. When I hit 4K, I was just kind of coasting through. I was still enrolling. I was still going about doing the business, but I was kind of doing the bare minimum. And that's because I was like, deep inside, I was going through something. I was going through anxiety. I was going through, various health issues. I was going through a lot of things that were making me not feel like in control. And for me, I always wanted to be in control. I wanted to be able to put this persona on for people to see that like I was this perfect person on Instagram or on social media. And I'm the farthest thing from perfect, but I always felt that I had to put this persona on for everybody, and it was a complete facade. And I was like, you know what? And when I had that aha moment and that mind shift, like that mindset shift, I realized nobody else is paying my bills. Nobody is going to make my dreams my reality, and nobody else is going to help me achieve all that I want to achieve except for me. But that starts with me. And that starts with sharing my story, even though I might have been embarrassed or felt, shame because I wasn't being true to who I was, or I was, going through all of this anxiety that really I never felt before. So I didn't know how to handle it. And then in turn, I didn't know how to share that, I guess. And that's what kind of really made me hesitant. Until when I had that mindset shift, that's when it all changed, you guys. When I started to not care what people thought, when I realized that their opinions do not matter, and when I just started to really be who I was, not the person I wanted people to perceive me, not the person I thought I should be, that's when it all shifted for me. And that's when I really started to see all of the success. That's my 12K. That's when I got my car bonus. And that's when I truly felt like I grew, not only in my business, but as a person. You guys, I feel so much more confident. And when you're vulnerable and when you kind of take your wall down brick by brick. And I'm not saying you have to go on social media and share absolutely everything about your life, because no, there are some things that you should keep to yourself. It is your story, and in your time, you should share your story when you're ready and what you want to say. But always remember that somebody needs to hear that story. So every story is unique. And I think that wholeheartedly. Every story, it could be similar, but we all have a different and unique story. But you know what? No matter what situation you're going through, somebody else might be going through something very similar, worse, more difficult, or completely different. But they look at you and was like, wow, she could share her story. She's going through all that, but yet she could share her story. She got on here, she came on the live today, and she shared that with her public Facebook. That's powerful. Maybe I can do that. Maybe somebody needs to hear my story, or now that I shared my story, that person doesn't feel so alone. That person realizes that, hey, it's not that bad. Things are going to get better. And it's relatable. To me, being relatable is what it's all about. To me, having your unique story makes you relatable, makes you personable, and makes you reachable. You don't want to, personally, I don't want to feel like I put this persona on social media that nobody can relate to me. Everybody wants all the nice material, shiny things, and that is wonderful. That's amazing. When we have that success and we're able to do that, it's such a blessing God puts in our life. However, not everybody is able to have that, right? So I want to be reachable to people. I don't want to put my, social media fake it till I make it anymore. I did that. I've been there. Didn't work for me. Now when I'm relatable, when I get vulnerable, when I get real with people, that's when I see the difference. That's how I reach people. And that's my success. I don't care about the monetary success. Hitting those bonuses, though, it's amazing. The car auto bonus, that's a blessing. All of those are extra blessings to me. Personally, what I see as success is helping somebody feel that they're not alone. Helping somebody realize that what they're going through doesn't have to be the end. Doesn't have to be, well, this is my life. I'm just going through this. It's struggle after struggle after struggle. That's not how it has to be. And that's what I find as success, is allowing somebody to realize that, because all of our leaders in this team, that's what they've helped me realize. When I was going through those things, my health and all my anxiety, I realized that, you know what? Everybody has a story. And everybody knows that nobody's perfect, right? So why am I going to continue to put up this false face on social media just so that people perceive me as something that I'm completely not? No, that's not, to me, no longer is that okay. So that's why I decided in my mindset shift, you know what? You're not perfect. Share your story, because that's relatable. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to see the BS, right? Because there's way too much BS in today's world, especially on social media. I think that they want somebody that they could relate to, because a lot of people already think what we do in network marketing is kind of taboo, and it's becoming more accepted, I think, but still it's not the norm, right? So why should we give them another reason to think that we're not the normal person? Because we are. We're moms, we're students, we're college kids, we're 9-to-5ers. We're in a range of different people, but we're the normal people. We just chose something a little different. So share that story and do you. Be you, because don't try to be, like Christina was saying, don't try to be another Lindsay, another Shay, another Brittany, another M, another Katie. No, that doesn't work, because those people already exist. They already shared their story. And like I said, you could have a very similar story to any one of those people, but it's never going to be the exact story. So I implore you to make your story known. God has put you, or if you're not religious, the universe has planted you in this moment for a reason. And you need to utilize the voice that you were given Utilize this platform that you were given. Guys, social media, it's free for us to use. That is our platform. Use it properly. Don't put it something up, just a false view of yourself. What's that going to do? That's not helping anybody. It's not even helping you. You've got to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, and as best you can, be honest with the people that are taking the time to hear what you have to say. So say something meaningful. And you know what? For all the people who have opinions or doubts or speak negative about whatever your story is, own your story. Because those people, the negative, the doubters, the haters, if you want to call them, they haven't reached the level that you have in growth because maybe they're too scared to share their story. So in their fear, they're choosing negative. They're choosing hate. They're choosing doubt. They're choosing fear. They're not feeding their faith. See, I feed my faith and I starve my fears because that's how I've been able to overcome, be vulnerable. Like today I just shared that because of our white and black labels, I've been able to come off of my anxiety medication. I posted that on Instagram. I never even told anybody, like in my friends group, that I was on anxiety medication. It was a lot for me to swallow, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it was time for me to own that. And it was time for me to, you know what, maybe this story of mine in this chapter of my book is going to help someone. And the outpouring of messages and comments that I received just by this simple post that I posted today is just an affirmation and a confirmation for me to know that, you know what, sharing my story is the right way to go. And I've been sharing, and now nobody can stop me from sharing it. I won't shut up about sharing my story because it's super important. It's very important to me, not only to share what the products have done for me, what the business has done for us. Yes, I feel amazing. My health issues are nearly becoming very managed and diminished because of our products. And I'm able to reach certain goals and cross certain things off of my dream board because of this business. Yes, that is amazing. But this business has also given me a voice. It's given each one of us a voice and a platform to speak on. So I encourage you to be you in that platform that you're using. Be open, be honest, be vulnerable. It feels good. It feels like you're almost giving a little confession. Like when you get real and raw and honest with people on a live, maybe on a post, even somebody you're messaging, because to me, that was an eye opener. It was like it started off, I was talking to Brittany, and when I became honest with her about, my anxiety and my health issues and my anxiety medication, when I started becoming honest with her, I was like, oh, wow, I'm becoming more honest with myself. And it's kind of all a cycle, and it's a growth journey, and it's a process. And I just really want to encourage you to show up for you and your why, and never let anybody else, any opinions, dictate how you run your business and life, because only you will get you to your dreams and your goals and your success. But you've got to own it. You've got to own your story. Do you, because when you do not do you, you're going to be stuck. It's going to be hard. You're going to be harder than life is hard, you guys. But when you're not honest and when you're not true to yourself, you're making it that much harder for yourself. So try it. Try a mindset shift. Dive into social self-development. Dive into somebody who you could relate to. Dive into somebody who you can trust and pour into for a hot minute. See where that gets you. Don't try to be perfect, because nobody's perfect. It's not going to work. Be honest and be true to yourself, and see. I don't even know how many days or months we have left. I'm terrible at math. Till the new year, but it's November at this point, right? Tomorrow's Halloween. It's November at this point. So what? We have like 2 full months before the new year. Try something different. Take a bet on you. You already took a bet on yourself to join this business, so you're here for a reason. So I challenge you, do one more. One up yourself. Take another bet on yourself. See where that gets you in the next 2 months when you have a mindset shift. And when you become true and honest and real and raw and vulnerable to you, it starts in here first before you can pour out. So look tonight to inside yourself. See what you're not being completely honest about. And do you. Because once you become her and do you inside, you can share that. And once you share that, it's a snowball effect, guys. Nothing will stop that from there. You'll be able to be reachable and relatable to people. And that's my message for you guys. I won't keep you too much longer. Ooh. Okay. Sorry. My iPad fell. I won't keep you for too much longer, but I really wanted to, for me, I know a lot of times that on my team, it's always, oh, I'm nervous to, post this, or a lot of new promoters in the business who might have never come from a network marketing company before. They're like, oh, but what if people say that's weird or talk about me, or, they don't like what I'm posting. So what? So what if they don't like it? They're not at the growth level that you're at. They're not in the place that it could resonate with them yet. And that's okay. Not everybody has to be, but you're in this place. You're in this place for a reason. So utilize it properly. Share your story and see the difference it makes. And I promise you it makes a difference, because I'm living proof. Christina's living proof. And I can bet you every single leader on here who has done a Zoom can say the exact same thing. And I know each one of you will be and already are living proof that taking a bet on ourselves and being honest with ourselves is the way to go. So I hope you guys have an amazing night. As always, any questions, please feel free to message me, Christina. I love answering any and all messages and meeting and, virtually meeting more people. So always feel free to reach out, and love you guys and have an amazing night. And thank you for having us host this meeting tonight.